Most people imagine the solar system as a flat diagram from a science textbook. The sun in the middle, the planets lined up neatly around it, empty space above, empty space below. But that picture is wrong, because the truth is, our solar system is buried inside enormous hidden structures stretching trillions of kilometers in every direction. Invisible shells, violent shockwaves, interstellar clouds, massive cosmic bubbles created by exploding stars. And right now, Earth is moving through all of them. The solar system looks organized from a distance, almost mechanical. 8 planets orbiting the sun in predictable paths. But there is one detail most people never notice. Almost every planet moves along the same flat plane. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune all orbit in roughly the same direction and along nearly the same level surface in space. Astronomers call this the ecliptic plane. That alignment is not a coincidence. More than 4.5 billion years ago, the sun and planets formed from a giant spinning cloud of gas and dust. As gravity pulled everything inward, the cloud flattened into a rotating disk. The sun formed in the center. The planets formed from the leftover material orbiting around it. And ever since then, the solar system has carried the shape of that ancient disk. That is why diagrams of the solar system always look flat. But that flat image creates a dangerous illusion, because it tricks us into imagining that the solar system ends with the planets, as if everything beyond them is just empty darkness. It is not. Far above and below the planetary plane exists something so massive that it completely surrounds our entire solar system, like an invisible shell. The Oort Cloud. And this is where space starts becoming difficult to understand. The Oort Cloud is believed to be an enormous spherical structure made of trillions of frozen objects. Ice, rock, methane, ammonia, and ancient debris left over from the birth of the solar system itself. But unlike the planets, the Oort Cloud is not flat. It surrounds us in every direction, above us, below us, behind us, everywhere. If Earth were the size of a grain of sand, the Oort Cloud would still stretch for kilometers around it, and the scale is almost impossible to visualize. The outer edge may extend as far as 100,000 astronomical units from the Sun. That is nearly 2 light-years away, about halfway to the nearest star system, Proxima Centauri. In other words, the solar system is much larger than most people realize. The planets are just the tiny bright center of something vastly bigger. And the strangest part is this. We have never actually seen the Oort Cloud directly. No telescope has photographed it. No spacecraft has traveled through it. Its existence is inferred from long-period comets that suddenly appear from deep space. Some of these comets take millions of years to orbit the Sun once before vanishing back into darkness. They arrive from completely random directions, suggesting they were launched inward from a gigantic spherical reservoir surrounding the solar system itself. That realization changes the entire shape of our cosmic neighborhood. But the Oort Cloud is only the beginning. Because the solar system is not simply floating through empty space, it is actively fighting against it. Every second, the Sun releases a stream of charged particles called the solar wind. These particles explode outward in all directions at incredible speeds, creating a gigantic protective bubble around the entire solar system. This structure is known as the heliosphere, and without it, life on Earth might not exist. The heliosphere acts like a shield, deflecting dangerous cosmic radiation coming from interstellar space. But the bubble is not stable or perfectly round. It bends, compresses, stretches, like a giant invisible creature moving through water, because the solar system itself is moving. Right now, the Sun is traveling around the center of the Milky Way at 828,000 kilometers per hour. As it moves, the heliosphere collides with the gas and radiation between stars. Scientists believe the front of the heliosphere becomes compressed, while the rear stretches behind us into a massive tail extending billions of kilometers into space, like the wake behind a ship crossing an ocean. And at the outer edge of this bubble lies one of the most important boundaries in the solar system: the heliopause. This is the exact point where the solar wind weakens enough for interstellar space to begin pushing back. In 2012, Voyager 1 crossed this boundary, humanity's first step into interstellar space. After traveling for more than 35 years, the spacecraft entered a region where the Sun no longer dominated the environment around it. Imagine how strange that moment was. A machine built by humans, leaving the protective influence of our star and drifting into the enormous ocean between stars. But even that ocean is not empty. That may be the biggest misconception of all. Space looks black and silent from Earth, but in reality, the galaxy is filled with invisible structure, clouds of gas, magnetic fields, radiation, dust currents, and shockwaves from dead stars. The solar system is currently moving through one of these regions right now, the Local Interstellar Cloud, a vast cloud of thin gas and dust drifting through this part of the Milky Way, and we are inside it. This means the solar system is constantly interacting with the galaxy around it. The heliosphere expands and contracts depending on the density of the cloud surrounding us. If the solar system moved into a denser region of space, the heliosphere could shrink dramatically, exposing planets to much larger amounts of cosmic radiation. Some scientists even suspect that Earth's distant past may have been influenced by these galactic environments, because as the Sun orbits the Milky Way, it passes through different regions over millions of years, some calm, some violent, some filled with the aftermath of exploded stars. And that brings us to one of the strangest structures surrounding our solar system: the local bubble, a gigantic cavity in space, nearly 300 light-years across, and it should not exist. Astronomers believe this enormous bubble was carved out by multiple supernova explosions millions of years ago. When massive stars died, they unleashed shockwaves powerful enough to blast away huge amounts of gas and dust. What remained was a giant hollow region, and our solar system is currently traveling inside it. Think about how bizarre that is. Human civilization exists inside the aftermath of ancient stellar destruction. The night sky we look at every evening was shaped by stars that exploded long before humans existed. But the local bubble becomes even stranger because it has walls. At the edges of the bubble, gas and dust compress together into denser regions, forming enormous cosmic boundaries surrounding the cavity. It is almost like the solar system exists inside an interstellar chamber created by ancient explosions. And beyond those walls are more clouds, more bubbles, more invisible structures layered throughout the galaxy. Suddenly, space no longer feels empty. It feels alive, dynamic, violent, layered. And once you start seeing the solar system this way, something else becomes impossible to ignore. Even the Milky Way itself is not flat. Most illustrations show our galaxy as a smooth spiral disk, but in reality, the Milky Way is warped and distorted. Its outer edges bend upward and downward like a twisted vinyl record. No one fully understands why. Some astronomers believe nearby galaxies may be pulling on it gravitationally. Others suspect huge concentrations of dark matter are distorting the structure from within. And surrounding the galaxy itself is something even larger. The galactic halo, a massive spherical region extending far above and below the Milky Way's disk. Inside this halo are ancient stars, globular clusters, hot gas, and enormous amounts of invisible dark matter. In fact, scientists believe dark matter may outweigh all visible matter in the galaxy combined, which means most of the Milky Way is made of something humanity still cannot explain. So when we ask what lies above and below our solar system, the answer becomes unsettling. There is no true up or down in space, only layers. The planets orbit inside the ecliptic plane. That plane exists inside the heliosphere. The heliosphere moves through interstellar clouds. Those clouds drift through the local bubble. The local bubble exists inside the Milky Way, and the Milky Way itself floats inside even larger cosmic structures stretching across the universe. Everything is nested inside something bigger, and everything is moving. Right now, Earth is spinning at over 1,600 kilometers per hour, orbiting the Sun at over 100,000 kilometers per hour, while the Sun races through the galaxy, carrying the entire solar system through invisible clouds and ancient supernova debris. Yet from the ground, everything feels perfectly still. That may be the strangest part of all. Human beings evolved on a tiny world, drifting through colossal invisible structures we only discovered recently. For most of history, we believed the sky above us was empty. Now we know it contains walls, currents, shockwaves, magnetic fields, frozen spheres of debris, and bubbles carved by exploding stars. And somewhere far beyond all of it, beyond the heliosphere, beyond the Oort Cloud, beyond the galactic halo, the universe continues upward and downward forever, into regions humanity may never fully understand. Which raises an uncomfortable possibility. If enormous hidden structures surround our solar system without most people realizing it, what else could be out there right now, still completely invisible to us? Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe for more space mysteries.